What's going on, everybody? This is Dr. Elo, and today we're going to talk about the Sony ZV-1F. This is the camera that I'm using right now. This is what you're looking at. I am using an external microphone, but later in the video, you're going to see various comparisons of how it performs in a studio, how it performs outside with the wind when you're vlogging or making any type of video. Let's jump right into the specs. The lens type, 20 millimeters, f-stop 2.0, adjustable side opening screen, autofocus, ISO is 125/6400, shooting mode, manual exposure preferred, picture profiles various to include S-Log 1 and 2. It also comes with white balance, has auto daylight, movie recording up to 4K 30 frames per second. Interface has the new Sony interface, USB-C, micro HDMI, 3.5 millimeter jack, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, battery is the same as the Sony ZV-1. The weight is approximately 256 grams or 9.1 ounces with the battery and memory card included. It comes in white and black. It has a windscreen adapter and has a fixed lens. All right, let's jump right into the test that I did with it. I did some tests in here, some tests outside in the field. So let's see how it performs. And this is the Sony ZV-1F through the Imaging Edge webcam software from Sony. So I'm using this through USB-C, connected directly to my computer, and through BeLive, which is a live streaming software as well. So this is how it looks. I'm using the microphone from the camera as well. So it's pretty easy. It's only going up to 720p, 30 frames per second. But at least if you want to do those Zoom calls, those Microsoft Teams calls, this will work perfectly for you. You can vlog outside or you can go inside and have your Zoom meetings and your Microsoft Teams meetings, whatever you use, and at least use 720p, 30 frames per second, and look better than any webcam. So this is the Sony ZV-1F. I'm using it with an external microphone from Rode NT5 and through the Rodecaster Pro 2 for sound. Now, this is how it looks out of the box, and I'm using it through BeLive, which is a live streaming software, and I'm using the HDMI as an input through one of the capture cards. So this is how it looks, and this is how it sounds with an external microphone. All right, so it is mega windy right now. This is the Sony ZV-1F. This is how it sounds, this is how it looks, and this is how it sounds without it. The wind is 17 miles per hour right now, 17 miles per hour. So it's pretty windy. Let me put back a dead cat, and hopefully this sounds a lot better. All right, so you've seen the Sony ZV-1F by using it with the USB-C, 720p, 30 frames per second. Then you've seen it using the HDMI cable through a capture card, which looks a lot better, and it works for live streaming with BeLive or any other platform that you use for live streaming. It can go all the way to 4K 30 frames per second. Obviously with BeLive and the platforms that are on the cloud, it goes all the way to 1080p. But with softwares like Ecamm Live, you can actually use them all the way to 4K 30 frames per second. So this is exactly the view you're gonna get from it out of the box. It looks really good. It doesn't sound great unless you're vlogging with it. It has a really great vlogging microphone if you're outside. As a studio microphone, as you saw the comparison with the Rode NT5, which is a microphone that I have right here, it sounds really different. The richness of the microphone is not there, but if you're just using it for vlogging and you're outside, it works pretty well. Let's put it this way. It's better than the ZV-1. So the microphone works well outside, but in an inside setting, in a studio setting for a live streamer, it doesn't work. My recommendation is to use this camera, the Sony ZV-1F, as a live streaming camera, but beware, don't use the microphone for live streaming. Make sure you have a studio microphone, whether you're using a microphone that it's a condenser microphone, an XLR microphone, a USB microphone, anything. anything above $30 microphone will sound better than this one. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please leave some comments or some questions. And this is Dr. Elo out. Peace.